All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, an all-new Wrestling Outlaws is happening right now. Lousasaurus this week, along with the goddess of music herself, Caroline.
Yo.
Yeah, a lot of things are happening in the last 2 weeks since Mr. Vega became the new World's Heavyweight Champion.
That he was.
Yeah, so a lot to talk about here, definitely for sure. And with that being said, Wrestling Outlaws starts right now. All right, folks, Nelson Torres here, along with Caroline Stewart.
Yep.
We're coming here from the Hudson Yards in New York City, not Times Square, right, as well?
That's right. Caroline Stewart here, and welcome friends, families, and foes to WTF TV Wrestling Outlaws. And we are here in the city so nice, they named it twice, New York, not that far from the Jacob Javits Center, not that far from the center of the universe. That is Times Square.
Oh, geez, that's a lot, Caroline.
It rolls off the tongue nicely once you get the hang of it.
Yes, you like tongues.
Yeah. Throw some mustard on it. It's delicious.
Yes. So while we're showing on WTF TV right now, currently, we are showing the AVNs.
That we are.
Yes, so if you want to see that, we're on our YouTube. First of all, we'll plug our YouTube right here. It's youtube.com/WTF Podcast TV. Make sure you subscribe there. So that is not the non-wrestling stuff that we have, which we'll get into more wrestling tonight because there's a lot to get into. So make sure you subscribe there. That's first thing foremost. And first and foremost, if you're on YouTube here, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page as well.
That's right. If you're watching, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for notifications to get new content for WTF Wrestling Outlaws and WTF TV Podcast.
There you go. All right, so we're going to begin with something that happened 2 weeks ago. We didn't have a new episode last week. Things happened, so it's what it is. And basically, we, as I stated before, we have a new World's Heavyweight Champion, as in Angelo Vega. Now, for those who did not see it, so here's what we can tell you about this. He cashed in on Ace Bradley, and it was a really wild situation. So, for those who don't know, for context, here is the highlight, and almost pretty much in its entirety of what happened. So let's check it out. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, and we're not done with WTF TV. We have a celebration taking place here. Ladies and gentlemen, who's been bugging me about this to have this segment for some time. Ladies and gentlemen, the 25th WTF World's Heavyweight Champion since 1995, introducing Ace Bradley. Ace Bradley, ladies and gentlemen, one half of the tag team champions and the world's heavyweight champion.
Dreams in the blocker, they serve you to the blocker. If you disrespect that blocker, block the choppers on these choppers, fuck these choppers. I'm a blocker like Tupac, Biggie, Papa, yeah, you out of, but I'm out of.
All right, folks.
This is so fucking beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 25th WTF World Champion. That doesn't include double reigns, it's just. That's a big deal, being the 25th WTF World Champion since 1995. So, and you've been champion for quite some time, though. So, what do you think? You're on the list of the elites, like Chris Angels, for example. Not too long ago, we had to strip. The names like Havoc. We have Mark Knight, who's been World's Heavyweight Champion, and even Big Time Jay. And among other names that's been listed here as World's Heavyweight Champion. Even Deranged, Jason the Cutis's, you name it, we done it all. But we could go on and on and on all night. So, Ace, what do you have to say?
Mr. Torres, I want to apologize for my erratic behavior as of late. I get it. I've been a little self-destructive. It's been a little combative. Might have hurt some people.
Really?
I might have took a dig at you or two.
He's holding
I
accountability.
might have tried to start a Diddy party.
I've never been involved in a Diddy
But
party.
the fact of the matter is, I regret none of it. I regret nothing. I got what I want. You know who whooped Angelo's ass?
What?
It was me. I did it. I whooped his old ass.
His own
And
ass.
sent him packing.
Old
I
ass.
said old, not own. This isn't Oprah's network. It's WTF. It's my show, and I run it. You tell me.
Almost got
You
me
got
thinking he was going to
the
hold
world
accountability.
in your whole hands right now. You know that?
Exactly. I got to have the world in my hands. I'm a god. I'm no longer a black man.
Oh, my-
That's besides the point.
Delusional.
I got everything. But you know what? That's still not enough for me. That's still not enough.
What
Catch
else he
that
won?
bastard. And you tell him when I put this up,
Wait a minute.
not whoop his ass.
Whoa.
I'm gonna take Angelo Vega and I'm gonna whoop
Wait,
his
hold
ass.
on. Oh my God. Angelo, what are you doing? Oh! God, you knocked out silly.
It's fucking time!
Whoa.
Cash this in, no. Bring that fucking.
Oh, the ring the bell. So you gotta cash in.
The referee just came out. No, that's
Oh, you
quick.
gotta know. Yeah.
This is a cash in, people. This is a cash in.
I'm the fucking icon of WTF!
Yeah.
This is it. This
Oh my
guy.
God, what's gonna happen?
This is over. 1, 2, 3. Now we gotta
Oh
lose.
my God.
And the
My God, well, just. But he
WTF
is once again,
champion.
WTF World Heavyweight Champion. Angelo.
Say undisputed. Undisputed.
WTF World Heavyweight Champion. Angelo.
Oh, man.
Vega.
Now he's the top of the world. The icon.
It's the world
And now the
heavyweight
face
champion.
that's gonna run this place.
Anything you gotta say?
There is only one undisputed WTF champion!
Just like I
Angelo
said.
Razorblade Vega!
Oh my goodness. It's 2025 and Angelo Vega is the world's heavyweight
Like
champion.
he said,
Unbelievable.
he is now the undisputed WTF world.
Let's see what happens here. As Angelo Vega just DDT'd him and put him 1, 2, 3. And he becomes the new world's heavyweight champion once again. Not the 26th champion, but another reign for Angelo Vega again. It is the world's heavyweight champion. Yeah, Lucky Sam, what do you think, man? And as we're wrapping up, we want to thank everybody for watching. Ace, are you okay? Great. Wow. That was Angelo Vega winning the World's Heavyweight Championship for the, almost like 6 or 7 time.
Give or take just about.
Yeah, that's a correction because he's the 10-time World's Champion since he's not only won it on WTF, but he also just won the Universal Championship about 2 years ago, and he won the IWW Championship. So if you put that all together, he is the 10-time World's Champion.
Technically, yes.
So yeah, so that's quite an accomplishment too.
It definitely is.
So Caroline, what do you think of like Angelo's win?
Well, as we all know from Angelo Vega and his resume, as we'll nicely put, he's been notoriously known for doing this kind of thing. So this is nothing out of the vernacular, to tell you the truth.
And keep in mind, this is the first time Angelo has won the championship, in the WTF World Championship, the prestigious World Heavyweight Championship, in 15 years, since 2010.
Definitely, and that's the crazy part. So it's been roughly 15 years.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty wild, isn't it?
It definitely has.
So, and speaking of that, that little thing that Angelo just talked about, Angelo himself has a few choice words about it. But before we do that, we're going to go to a gentleman by the name of Mr. Ruda.
Okay.
And by the way, he knows you very well. He says hi.
Okay. So, what's up?
Yeah, he's a big fan of yours.
Everybody's a big fan of me.
Yes, Caroline.
Because compliments and complaints are all they can't afford.
Yes, because you're the goddess of music.
Yes, but no one wants to pay tides.
Yes, we can be okay. But Mr. Ruda says hello. He's a big fan.
Again, everybody's a big fan because compliments and complaints is all that they can afford.
Yes. So with that, we're going to go to Lincoln Center, by the way. Not far from where we're at, actually, I think. Mm-hmm. So with that, let's check out Mr. Ruda and a presentation that I think that might interest you.
I couldn't be reminded any more of the opportunities that people have that when you roll with Mr. Ruda, you are championship material. I've come to New York City to be here with the one and only, the razor blade, Angelo Vega of the WTF. And I had to come here to be in person because this man not only gave me the opportunity to bring the gold to the WTF, right? We got brand new gold to represent the best of the best in the WTF. So I had to come here in person. I'm tired of the texts. I'm tired of the phone calls. I had to do this in person. Angelo Vega, the spotlight is yours. Tell the people what you got to say now that you're dripping in gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cashed in and I made good on my promise. Now and forever. Mr. Ruda, will you do the honors?
Oh, I would be happy to.
Here we
The
go.
Universal Championship.
See this? One there.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, but wait, there's more.
Next.
We got the World Heavyweight Championship.
this?
And there's only one shoulder that this, before I break in half,
You see
belongs
this?
on.
I said to everybody last year, I'm going to shoot my shot. And when I do it, now there is only one undisputed
Icon.
WTF champion of the world. And of
The
universe.
icon.
Me, the icon, Angelo
Angelo
Vega.
Vega.
Whenever I make a promise, I keep my promise. I told you, you fuck with me, you will get fucked up. They tried, Mr. Ruda, can you believe they actually think, like, I don't know how many guys it was, they beat the shit out of me, thought they got rid of me, but they just don't know. You can't get rid of me. I will always come back and beat that ass and fuck you up because I am the icon, Angelo Vega, and now I am the only undisputed champion of WTF.
You're giving me chills, brother. Championship material written all over this guy.
And the only icon of WTF.
Well, few choice words from the World's Heavyweight Champion, on the undisputed WTF World's Heavyweight Champion, I should say, Angelo Razorblade Vega. And that was Mr. Ruda introducing Angelo Vega as the undisputed champion. What do you think of that, Caroline?
Well, all that glitters apparently is gold, but there's always gold plated. But we all know for a fact, since he's the brightest star in the sky, that just makes him more vulnerable. So we all know for a fact that there is going to be a lot of contenders lining up to get that.
Yeah, indeed. And it was quite a presentation at Lincoln Center too, So, hey, what can I say? So, and once again, congratulations to Angelo Vega being the WTF World's Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the meantime, we have some interesting things going on. Not too long ago, I think about maybe 3 weeks ago, I want to say, we have a new WTF United Continental Champion, and that is Joey Sins.
That is
Your
right.
friend Rockstar as well, too.
Yes, my fellow rock star, Joey Sins, has finally snatched a title, and we are more than happy, and congratulations are in order.
Indeed. So we caught up with him really quick. So he just had to run out of there. So let's check that out. Dude, it's crazy stuff happening here backstage here in the arena that we always have here for WTF Wrestling. There's a lot of crazy stuff. Everybody's going back and forth here. Everybody's going nuts. Everybody, guys, if you like what you see, like and subscribe and share if you can. All right, make sure you like and subscribe and everything. Oh, wait a minute.
Wow, fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, look at that.
How's it going? How's it going?
The new WTF United Continental Champion.
Ooh, I like how that sounds.
Yes,
you know,
exactly. And you're also the
WWX undisputed champions. Now, I came here looking for a good time, but I came back with my second gold label. Ooh, and boy, they look good.
Yeah, last week, man, you did the deed and you became United Continental Champion.
Yes,
how do you feel about it?
Well, let me first say that the title is where it belongs, and this is just the beginning because I'm coming for all the gold, and this is just the start.
Yeah.
It's always a party when Rockstar comes around, but I'm the only one partying.
Oh,
Now, listen, I got. Speaking of partying, playing, yes, but since we're in New York, I got a party.
Oh,
So,
yeah, you got to
let
go,
me
man. You do
Let
what
me
you
go.
do, man.
Yes.
All right, man, Joey. There you go. And you see, he had to rush out of the building.
Hey, he's a busy man. Once you get the gold, you're quite popular.
Indeed. Yeah, and he wants to do a concert right here in the studio.
Well, we'll see what Eminem has in store or what the policies are, and we can, obey those said policies, and we can hopefully figure something out.
But I know you have a band too, and we're going to work on doing some sort of a mini concert here at some point.
Yeah, of the acoustic variety. I doubt we can do anything live. Well, it's going to be live, but nothing in the electric variety.
Yeah, right, exactly. So that makes a whole lot of sense there. Mm-hmm. But also, along the way, we have another interview exclusive where Demented, I interviewed him, and he has some few choice words because something, I got to interview him recently, earlier today before coming here. And there was some quite interesting things he said. So let's check that out. So far, so good. We have a lot of stuff happening here, ladies and gentlemen. And we have somebody that wants to say something. And we have here, ladies and gentlemen, we have Demented, who's a what you call Demented.
I'm supposed to have a match against Happy a Clown, but Happy's not here. I took him out.
What do you mean you took him out?
I took Happy a Clown out for no reason. I was happy.
So you took out Happy the Clown. You admit this. And you're admitting this right now.
Yes.
You really are that demented, aren't you?
Huh?
I don't believe this. So you took out Happy the Clown?
Yes, I did.
You're admitting this right on everybody?
Yeah, I took him out. When he come back, I'm doing it again.
Oh my goodness, that's the latest development. Now we got to figure out what to do with the United Continental Champions.
I gotta go back. I need my medicine. Happy, when you come back, I'm taking you out again.
Wait, I'm trying to figure. Bye. Wow, that was quite an exclusive there, Caroline.
Yeah, definitely was. So I guess we can say for the record that he did beat Happy the Clown.
He beat up Happy the Clown because apparently Happy the Clown, well, not apparently, so he was stripped of the title because he was injured and somebody attacked him and no one knew until now. So, now we're trying to figure this out. So, to be continued.
Escándalo.
Yeah, so Demented has admitted that he has attacked Happy the Clown and tried to take him out. And we're trying to figure out why. So, again, to be continued.
Yeah, we need caso cerrado on the case.
Yes. There you go. So, one last piece of business that we got to take care of before we go. Remember Cole Collins that was in the studio the last time we were here?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about Billy Blade challenging him to a Chinatown Street fight.
As we were told.
Yes. So, Billy Blade, which, by the way, before I forget, speaking of Billy Blade, don't ask me why I say this, 924 Photos, shout out to him, who's helping us here as always. But I say this because just like, 924 Photos or anybody else, I think everybody would agree. Billy Blade is quite weird.
Peculiar or eccentric.
Fucking strange.
There you go.
He fucked up.
Yeah.
We say eccentric. He's quite eccentric.
Well, yeah.
You
Well,
know.
Billy Blade's been around for the longest time, and eccentric is not even the word.
That's me being nice and using the thesaurus.
So with that, if you want to talk about eccentric, we actually went to Chinatown, and he has some few choice words for our friend Cole Collins from the last time we spoke in the studio.
Oh,
And
this-
you were there for that too.
That I was.
So let's go to Chinatown.
Well, well, well. The time is drawing near. Cole Collins, you wanted this. You signed a death warrant in your own blood that you can't come back from. You're not dealing with any other wrestler. You're not dealing with the pantheon of individuals that is beneath you. You're dealing with me. Now, the question on anybody's mind is, why did I turn? I already said that in the previous video. The thing about it is, Cole Collins, you are so confident in thinking that you could beat somebody like me. But look at where we are. You're in my domain. You're in the city of wolves. Once you step into the city of wolves, you're not going to come out of it with not even a limb. You asked for this match because you think that you could coast off of the fumes of what I've become. You've been in the business only 4 years. I've been in the business 25. And you don't think for a hot second that I haven't been preparing for this? You're dead wrong, motherfucker. Because let me say this right now. When that bell rings, anything and everything goes. No disqualification. No count out. Submissions and pinfalls apply only in the ring. So let me say this right now. Cole Collins, you may think you're good, but there's a difference between thinking and knowing. I know what I'm capable of. I know the confidence, and I know that the fact that you may think you're beneath me, but the reality is, son, you don't have my mind. But this just goes to show you that you're nothing more than an impressionable individual fanboying it up for everybody except for the ones that see you as flawed. And that's your weakness. You have the strength of a lion, but you don't have the fucking heart of one. But just know something. This is not a lion you're dealing with. This is a wolf. And let me say this right now. All bets are off. And my next target is the United Continental title. And after I'm done with this, best believe my sights are set on the one title that has been ordained for me. And just know this, the difference between a cop and a criminal, one bad judgment call. And you made a judgment call that you damn sure won't be waking up from. I'm out of here.
Interesting choice words from Billy Blade.
Very aloof and mysterious, that one.
Yes. So this is all culminating to one thing. Next week, right here on WTF Wrestling Outlaws, it's Billy Blade going one-on-one with Cole Collins in a Chinatown Street fight.
In a Chinatown showdown.
Yes, and it's in the ring. All bets are off. You know, it's going to be one Chinatown Street fight you don't want to miss. These two guys have been just, back and forth bickering on Facebook and among other places. And, I think it's time for them to nip this in the bud.
Well, hey, I mean, they've been the Hatfield and McCoy of wrestling. You did this, and you did that, and you did this, and you did that. So right now, this whole keyboard warrior thing is about to be put to rest, and we're going to see who's the true warrior once and for all.
Yeah, so next week, Cole Collins versus Billy Blade in a Chinatown Street fight. That is next week, folks. You don't want to miss. And if you don't want to miss it as well, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page at WTF Wrestling. Make sure you subscribe there, too. Right, Caroline?
Yeah, absolutely.
So make sure you like and subscribe, as you say, share.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. All right. So with that, we're about to wrap this up. Before we go anywhere, Caroline, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on linktree.com/goddessofmusic87, where you can find all of my social media content, including my band In the Next Life at linktree.com/In the Next Life.
Awesome. That is beautiful. And she's in the band, of course. So with that, just want to thank everybody here, including 924 Photos, who always says that we're surrounded by weirdos. But you know what? That's what WTF is.
Fucking weirdos.
The world is weird.
Yes. Yeah, the world is weird. You're right about that, Caroline. We always welcome weirdos. And that's why we have 2 weirdos going next week.
Well, who doesn't like a good weirdo war?
Yes.
In motherfucking Chinatown.
That's right.
Yes, there you go. All right, so with that, we'll see you guys next week in an all-new episode you don't want to miss. It's going to be big.